What's good with all my real ones out there? How y'all doing? If you're not already a real one, go ahead and hit the subscribe button so you can become a part of the family. Like, come on, go ahead. I know you're looking at the button, so just go ahead and press it. Alright, so let me tell y'all about my foundation routine. This video, I'm showing you guys what I currently do to my foundation routine. I recently switched it up because I am just over the whole matte look. I am more into dewy finishes now, like all year round, not even just in the summer. I am into dewy looks all year around. So I switched up my foundation routine. I switched up the products that I'm using. I switched up kind of like the steps that I go into when I do my foundation. So if you guys are interested, then you got to watch this video, okay? But before we get started, go ahead and hit that like button, because I know y'all gonna feel the video. So, and let's get into it. All right, my face needs to be cleansed. It needs to be, you know, nice and great. For me, I have combination skin, and I also have dark circles under my eyes, but these are hereditary. Like, my whole family has dark circles, because so this is like never going away. I also have darkness around my mouth. This is due to kind of just being brown skin. You kind of have darkness around you. And then I kind of have some darkness on my forehead. I just got off my period, so for me, one of my period symptoms is breaking out just right here in the middle of my forehead. So I kind of have those little marks from, you know, breaking out, a little bit of darkness, but it's fine because we're gonna get rid of that. The key to having flawless foundation is your skin got to be on point. If your skin prep is trash, then your foundation will be trash. Like, you ever see people complain about having a lipstick or something being super dry, but then when they put the lipstick on, their lips was already crusty before that? Like, you can expect a lipstick to be moisturizing and comfortable on your lips if you didn't even moisturize them or exfoliate them. It's just going to be crusty on top of crusty. Like, it's not going to make sense. First is I'm using this Beauty Backerie Wake and Bake oil. This shit is bomb. I've been using this for a couple of months now, and trust me, this is like one of my favorite moisturizers for my skin. I find that oils are the best thing for combination skin, because people like to, usually when people have oily or combination skin, they try to like cancel it out with everything mattifying, and that can just make you look crusty, and you don't want that. So this is kind of like the start to the dewy foundation look. Excuse me. So you see how it kind of gives me like a natural glow? That's what we're looking for right here. So after that, I use my Olay mist. This shit is bomb. Jackie Aina recommended it, and ever since then, I've been hooked on it. Before I add any more glow or anything to my face, I have to correct, because these dark circles gotta go. So I'm using the LA Girl Pro Concealer, and we're going to get rid of these dark circles, okay? Kind of like, you know, just made my skin a little bit more even. I hate when people go overboard with corrector. You are going to look a hot mess, and it's going to see through your foundation if you go overboard with corrector. No matter what your complexion is, you would definitely want to be light-handed when it comes to correcting, because foundation is just going to cover all that. So it's not necessary to go overboard with it. You can still see some of the darkness through it, but it's enough that once I put my foundation on, it'll be good. I'll have one even skin tone. So don't go overboard with corrector. You definitely want to have a light hand with it. So my current foundation, which is pretty much everybody's foundation, is the Nars foundation. This shit is bomb. I don't know what it is about Nars, but they just get it. When it comes to their face products, they just get it. I don't know. Like, what's up? So I just put that all over my face because that shit is bomb. Like, your skin, your face, if your face not looking like skin, then I don't know what's going on. Baby girl. I also like to kind of do a circle motion when I put my foundation on. I just feel like it gives it a better coverage, better than just wiping it. You know, I do like a circle or buffing motion when I do my foundation. It just gives it like better coverage to me around my mouth and under my eyes. Like, there's no darkness. because I didn't go overboard with the corrector and I added it in the correct places, you know? Okay, and now that I'm done, you can see that I kind of have like a glow to my face. That's what the oil and that mist did. It brought me like a natural glow to my face. If you want a natural dewy glow look, it's not in adding a whole bunch of powder highlights. That's going to make you look oily and nasty. It's all about your skin prep. Your skin prep is extremely important when it comes to a flawless foundation look. So I have this natural glow. I got rid of all my darkness, and it's time to highlight. Let's go. Another Nars product, we will be using the Nars Soft Matte. And what I like to do is you take like an angled brush. This is a Real Techniques brush. And hold on. I like to start it in the corner of my eye and bring it out. So let me show you. This is basically how I apply my highlighter. I do not go overboard and bring it all the way down here because it's not necessary. Your highlighting needs to be like directly under your eye. So when people bring their highlighter, well, sometimes you want like a lifted look. So and I guess it depends on this, like your face shape, most definitely. But for me, I do this little triangle and I go heavier in the inner crease and then lighter when I'm bringing it out, because when I'm blending the product out, it's naturally just going to spread. Another thing that I do is I bring the highlighter up the bridge of my nose, up the side of my nose, because I think it looks natural, more natural when you kind of give your face a contour with the highlighter instead of the lines, even though I'm going to do a little bit of that later. I also don't like to take too much away from my nose. I like my wide nose. I'm not really obsessed with having a super thin European-like nose. I absolutely love my nose. It's perfect. So I'm just going to contour it just a tad bit, but I don't need a super thin nose because my nose is popping. Okay, so let me go do the other side and then let me show you how I do the rest of my face. Okay, so this is what it looks like before it's blended. I take a little bit of it and bring it down the bridge of my nose. And then this product is so freaking lightweight, like so bomb. And then what I like to do is I like to highlight from the high points of my brows. That's where I like to bring my highlight. So I measure it, that's how far I want to go out. And then just add a little bit more product to the middle. And then I do my chin. And then that's how I do it. As you can see, I don't add too much product because when you add hella product, when you get to taking pictures in a flash, you're gonna look like a mess. It don't matter how blended it is. When you add too much product, that can look ridiculous. So how I'm gonna blend it is I'm using my makeup bullet. This product is so bomb when you need to get in the crevices. And I'm gonna spray my Olay mist on it to kind of get it expanded. You don't wet this because it won't fit tight around your finger. You just need to get it a little bit damp. And just blend it with my finger. I always start from the outside a little bit and then bring it back in. Y'all see just how naturally that blended? I don't look ridiculously like too light in the middle of my face. It's just enough coverage. Like, that's all you need. I gotta make this ugly face because I have like wrinkles and space underneath my eyelids. So sometimes I get creasing. Like, creasing is normal for me simply because I have wrinkles underneath my eyes. So I'm never really worried about if a product is creasing because it's naturally gonna happen because I have wrinkles. Make a bullet over on the other side for contouring. So to contour, I'm going to use this Marena Beaute foundation. This is bomb. This is a brand that is based out in Sweden. Oh, hold on, that's the wrong color. Okay, this is in the color Khartuom, 300 Khartoum. I'm not sure if I'm really saying that right. Okay. Hold on, where's the product at? Okay, here we go. So it's a gel, I mean not a gel, but a cream-based foundation, and I use it as a contour. This stuff is very, very bomb. So I take this flat brush and I put it in all of the places that I want to contour. So, and I'm very light with it because this is a very dark, deep color, but it's beautiful. This is basically, it's a black-owned brand, and it's basically caters to dark-skinned women, and it's so bomb. So I gotta chisel down this big ass forehead of mine, and then I take some and then I bring it at the top part of my nose. That was kind of too much, but we can fix that later. And then when I do my contour on my cheek, I make sure I'm pressing on the bone. So if I'm going like in my cheek, then I'm too low. I'm making sure I'm on the actual bone, my cheekbone. And then get rid of this double chin down here. So I bring it down and up. Okay, this is how you get rid of that double chin. Not doing this under here. That's not necessary. This is how you get that chin snatched, honey. Okay? Look, I'm looking skinny already, okay? So now I'm just going to blend this in with my finger. Just feel like this gives it a much more natural look. And then when I contour my nose, I just kind of stay in this area. I don't really care to make this part of my nose smaller because I like I said, I like my white nose. So I kind of just bring like the bridge of my nose a little bit. Boom, everything's blended. Now to make sure everything is really blended in together on my cheekbones, I like to go with the remainder of the product that I had on this brush and bring it down beneath my contour. Blend that part out. And then to make sure everything together is really blended, would I go back with my foundation brush? Is this the one I used? Yeah. And blend like where the contour and the highlight meets. This is kind of how I blend it all together, so it's not like separated. Just go all over my face where the contour highlight meets. Okay, so to add a little bit more glow, I'm going to take my Anastasia Liquid Glow, and I'm going to, this stuff like a little bit goes a long way. If you use too much, you will look a hot mess. This stuff you definitely want to use a little bit. So I'm just going to use a dab of it and put it on my cheekbones, and then a little bit on my nose. This just gives me that natural glow look that I want. Okay, that's enough product. These 3 little dots, this will get you right. And then take a small brush and blend that up on my cheeks. Kind of want it to disappear because that's what gives it like a natural glow instead of it just sitting on your face. Oh, see a lot? You see how much that was? A little bit goes a long way. You need to take some of that away. Okay. So to set everything, so because I have combination skin, it's definitely 100% necessary to set. I am going to use my Backerie flour powder. I'm using the color yellow, and this stuff is the bomb. And I am not a fan of baking really unless I'm using a really messy eyeshadow. I'll show you how I bake. but I don't bake my entire like under eye. It's not necessary for me. Let me find the correct brush. So I use this this is a contour brush, but it's perfect for under eye by Real Techniques. I basically just dab inside of it. And I learned this trick from Mally Magic. What she does is she presses and rolls. That's how she makes sure she gets the perfect amount of coverage, the perfect amount of product in there. And so you don't look like super matte. Especially when you were going for a dewy finish, it's absolutely unnecessary to go overboard with powder because you just defeated the whole purpose. Like all that highlighting I did before, if I was to bake really, it wouldn't have made sense. So I really focus really on my under eye because like I said, because I have these wrinkles, I crease a lot. So I need to make sure I'm really getting a lot of product underneath my under eyes. And like, look at the difference. This one even looks a little bit more higher because I set it. But I'm not really worried about under here because I want that glow, you know? So I'm getting around my nose because that gets oily. And then I'm pressing and rolling. This is the key to keeping that dewy look after you did all that highlight and skin prep. Y'all see the difference? Y'all see how I did that? I'm telling y'all, listen to me. So now to contour, I'm going to go back with the Marena Beaute. And I'm using the color, what color is this? Ebene. So this is this very rich contour shade. It's so pretty. And I'm going to take this angled Japanese brush. This is my favorite contour brush in the entire world. It's similar to the Nars brush, but I don't got no Nars money, so we're gonna use this. So basically, this is very powdery and very pigmented, so you definitely go light with this product. So I kind of do it like a circle motion because it's so much product and very pigmented. I don't want to look super red. Ooh, my brush is shitty. I'm going to chisel down this nose a little bit, not too much though, just up here. I'm gonna do my brows and eyes off camera, and then I'll be right back. But that pretty much completes that portion of the setting part. So I'm gonna do my eyes and all that, and then I'll be right back. This is what I look like with my eyes and my lips. So one of the like semi-last steps that I like to do is highlight. So one of my favorite of all time, like I don't know, I feel like I'm always gonna use this highlighter no matter how many great highlighters come out, is the Bobbi Brown Bronze Glow. This, look how pretty this is. Hold on, which way is it? Okay, but look at that. If you are chocolate like me, or even darker, you need this highlighter and you'll get. So I'm gonna take my angle brush and just with a dab of red, just like that. Okay, and before I set it with my setting spray, usually once, because I do my face and then I do my brows and eyes, usually after that, I might be a little bit more oily after that is done. So what I like to do to kind of minimize some of my oil, but after I'm done, you know, when I do my foundation, I use my foundation and then I do my eyes and brows and lips and all that. By the end of that, I'm back to being a little bit more oily. So to minimize my oil, what I like to do is go back in with my Laura Mercier medium deep back over those places, those oily spots, and kind of minimize that shine. Usually shine is going to happen to me within like an hour or so, because I have combination skin, so there's really nothing I can really cure it with. So I go back in here, instead of going back in with that yellow powder so I don't get that flashback, is I just take a little bit more and kind of get some of that shine. This just kills it, and it's usually around my nose area and around my mouth that gets really shiny by the time I'm finished my whole makeup. So this is what I like to do. And then right here in my eyebrows, that gets really, really shiny. You know, this is the final look. I freaking look flawless. I just love the way I look. I feel like I look so bomb. I'm feeling really good right now. Like my skin, look at my skin, guys. When I tell y'all, even after all of those steps of foundation and putting moisturizers and concealers and powders, I don't look a mess. I don't look cakey, because it's all about the amount of product you put in. You can put 1,000,000 products on your face and still look completely natural. It's about your the amount of product you put on. It's about the correct colors. It's about the correct techniques. Even with the highlight and contour, you can't really tell when nothing starts and ends. I just look like I naturally have this glow. Okay, obviously there's more emphasis on the powder highlight because I like it to be a little bit more dramatic, but it's not like it don't, when people just look like powder's just sitting there. Like, no, you gotta build it up. And this is why I like to say a lot that a little goes a long way. And you definitely want to always, whenever your product you're putting on your face, you always want to start off with a little bit, because you can't take it away once it's too much on there. You can always add though. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you have combination skin, definitely consider using all of these products. Like when it comes to Nars, Olay, Marena Beaute, Bobbi Brown, Mercier, like all of these products were perfect for combination skin. Okay, I'm constantly trying to find products that cope and that work with my combination skin, because like I told you, once I finished my foundation and then once I did my my brows and my eyes, my skin was back to being oily again, because that's just how my combination skin is. I bet in about 2 hours, it's probably going to be oily again back, in this area and on my forehead and eyebrows, because that's just how my skin works. There's not really a product that can cure that. If you got oily skin, you got oily skin. But it'll probably, I would probably have less oil if I was doing matte finishes, but I'm not into matte look. I love the oily, dewy look. Like it just looks natural. It looks like I just got some naturally bomb ass glowing skin. I tell y'all, if you want that dewy look, it's all in your skin prep. It's not putting on 30 layers of highlighter. When you see these people on Instagram and they look super highlighted, it's because they're putting on pounds, or I hate when people say pounds. They're putting on a lot of powder highlighter, and that's not how you get that dewy look. It's not about the highlighter, it's about the skin prep. So with that being said, if you guys want more combination skin related content, then definitely subscribe. All my real ones already know what's up. If you want to become a real one, you gotta hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to like this video. Follow me on all my social media. I'm active on Instagram and Twitter every single day. If you have any more questions, leave them in the description box below. What you guys think about this video? And I have a question for you guys. What kind of skin do you guys have? You got oily? Do you got combination? Do you got dry skin? Let me know in the description box below. What type of products work for your skin type? Let's give advice and help each other out. If you got a combination skin and you have other products that you recommend, let me know. I'll try them out. If you got dry skin, you use certain things, let people know in the comments below. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you guys in my next video. Peace.